our reading groups, we talk about the parts of our book. When we look at a book, we have different parts. And people have different jobs with their books too. So I just want to remind us, let's talk about this. If we look up here, what does the author do? He writes the words. So we have a picture of a girl writing on a piece of paper. So she is writing the words of the book. She would be a what? Author. Good. So we're going to talk more about an illustrator and what they do today, and how what they do helps us tell a story. So the illustrator draws the pictures. We have a boy who has a crayon in one hand and a paintbrush in another, and he is drawing a beautiful picture of a park and the ocean, okay? So what does the illustrator do? Draws the pictures. Good.
How did you draw it up there?
I drew it and then I put it on the wall, my Addie. Okay, so I want you to pay attention to what Mr. Rand is about to do, okay? And then we're going to talk a little bit more about it. Okay. The little boy was walking through the snow. There was snow everywhere. He found a tree. There was so much snow on the tree. He wanted to shake the tree and let the snow fall. He found a bunch of kids, and they decided to have a snowball fight. Okay, question, my friends. Do we see any words on here?
No.
Do you see any words here?
No.
Any words here?
No.
So, what did I do? What I did was I looked at my pictures, my illustrations, and I was able to tell what was happening in my story. So, today, you guys are going to be doing the same thing. We want to look at our I can statement up here. This says, I can use illustrations to tell the story. And illustrations are pictures, okay? So, is this an illustration? Okay, so illustrations, remember, what are illustrations? The pictures, good. So, and when we tell, what are we doing? We're talking. So when we tell about the story, we are using our words to describe or to tell what's going on in our story. So, when we are looking at our illustrations to tell the story, we're going to follow these 3 steps, okay? Everybody put up 3 fingers. 3 fingers. Say 3 steps.
3 steps.
Good, okay. So, listen to Mr. Rand. The first step is we look. Show me how you look. We look at the illustration. We look carefully at the illustration. Our little girl is looking at her book. We are looking at our picture on the screen. So, the next step, hold up a number 2, is we think about, go ahead and put your thinking finger to your head. Think about, good, what is happening in the illustration. So, I'm thinking about this illustration. I see some footsteps in the snow. I see a traffic light. And I see a little boy all bundled up. Why do you think he's bundled up? Raise your hand, and I'm going to ask you. Fernando, why is he all bundled? Because it's cold, because snow is cold, right? Snow is very cold. So, I'm looking about it, I look at it, I'm thinking about it. Now, once I've thought about what's going on, I'm going to tell the story. Everybody do this. This is going to be our motion for tell. So, I tell my friends or my teacher, I tell them, the little boy was walking in the snow. It looks cold outside. So, we look, everybody look, we look at the illustration, we think, point to your brain, show me you know how to think. Think about the illustration, what's happening, and then we tell. What's the movement for tell? Show me. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna do another one, and then you guys are gonna help me on the next one, okay? Here we go. You ready to see my next book?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Okay. Oh my. The little boy made a paper boat floating in the water. The boat is floating away. The little boy is running after it. The little boy is sad because his paper boat is all wet and it doesn't work anymore. So, I looked. Everybody go look.
Look.
I looked at my picture, my illustration. I thought about what was happening. What's your head? You think about the illustration. Good. I'm thinking, it must be raining. Why did I think it must be raining? Miss Hennessy, why did I say it must be raining? Because there's drops. She said because there's raindrops falling in my picture. I'm using the details in my picture to help me tell the story. So I'm using this illustration to help me tell the story. Good. So, it looks like this boat's floating away. Now, why would my boat be floating away? What's that called? What is the what? Oh, someone said it, but their hand wasn't raised. Caroline. Push. Good. That's a part of motion. Remember we learned about motion? When we push something, we're moving it. Like I'm pushing this chair. Good. Good word. Abby. Okay. So, I thought about it, and I told my story. So, the little boy was running after his boat. The water pushed it away. Let's see. I'm looking carefully at my illustration. You go ahead and show me your looking face. I'm thinking about what's happening in my illustration. I think that little boy might be sad. Why do I think that little boy might be sad? Raise your hand so I can answer. Raise your hand. Jakai, why might that little boy be sad? Because is his boat ruined?
Yeah.
Did it break? Yeah. Would you be sad if your boat was ruined by the water? Yeah.
No.
Me too. So, I told my story. The little boy, I'm telling now, was sad because his boat was ruined by the water. Okay, so, now, what's that? The gingerbread man. I'm recording, friends. So,
Gingerbread man. Show the crisscross applesauce, please. You know
let's
what?
talk about our story of the gingerbread man. Now, if you look at your
I
paper,
just like having mine in my lap. It's easier.
we have the
Okay.
text
So
and we have
look at
the
this first
illustration.
picture. The
So,
first
let's
illustration.
look back at our
Figure
chart
one.
at the very
What's
top.
happening in that first
What is
picture?
another word for illustration? Illustration is the what?
There's a lot of
The
gingerbread man, right?
pictures, right?
What's
And
happening in this picture?
when we look, everybody do your look sign. What's your look? Good. If we look carefully at the illustration,
And he's running.
if we think about what's happening, Ashley, good.
Oh, good.
We can tell what's happening in our story. So guess what? In this activity, guess who gets to be the illustrators?
Or the
You guys get to be illustrators. No, you guys get to be illustrators, okay? So, No. And Mr. Rand's going to help you on the first two, okay? We're going to do pictures. And what does Mr. Rand have behind me? I have pictures to help us, okay? So, class. Thank you. Okay, so if we look, we're going to read, and then I want you to draw a picture, okay? So you need to listen to my words, and then you're going to illustrate. What does it mean when you illustrate? Ashley.
Yeah, let's put an X.
What is illustrate? Not the words. The author illustrates. Yes, the illustrator draws the pictures. Be careful. You know what? That's why we're practicing. You're going to get this right, I promise. Okay, are we listening? Turn your listening ears on, Emerson. Turn them on.
This first picture.
Where's your listening ears, London? Good. Okay, listen to my words, and then I want you to draw a picture, okay? Ready? The gingerbread man ran out of the door and down the steps and to the road. So, the gingerbread man ran out of the door, down the steps, and to the road. So, what's something we could draw? Raise your hand. Think about it. Show me you're thinking. We could draw the gingerbread man running. So go ahead and draw the gingerbread man running.
There's music.
Is that what you're doing? Okay, everybody on their own, we're going to draw the gingerbread man.
Okay, pretend you're dancing.
We're each drawing it.
If you're laying down, you just gotta dance where you are. Around, not in front of you. Around. Okay, so now, you ready? I'm gonna read you the story, and you tell me which one you should circle. Don't tell me. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
The bear, focus.
Now while you're drawing, I'm going to ask you some questions.
The bear
Emerson,
was
what are you
tired
drawing?
from running after the gingerbread man. He
The
had to
gingerbread
sit
man
down
running.
and rest. Circle the
Why
picture
would you draw
that
that?
goes with that.
What told you that?
The bear was tired of running
Good. Keep drawing.
after the gingerbread man. He had to sit down and rest.
Big button. London, what are you drawing? What is your picture going to look
Which one
like?
did you choose?
All right, keep drawing.
The bear. He's laying down, he's resting, isn't he? Let's put an X on the other one. Because
Okay.
that's not
So,
happening,
does
is
this tell me what's happening? So,
okay, now the
the
last
gingerbread
one.
man ran out of the door, down the steps into, there you go, into the road. What are you drawing to show me, to tell me the story?
The fox is eating the gingerbread man. How does the
The
gingerbread
gingerbread man in the road. Okay, when you guys talk to me, I want you to talk a little bit louder, okay? So Caroline, what are you drawing? Okay, how does that tell me about my story?
Montana, what's happening in the
What's
second
happening?
picture? He's crying.
He's running to
Who's
the
crying?
road. Everyone's trying to eat him,
Let me
yes.
read it to you.
Ashley, what are you drawing?
Picture that goes with the words.
The gingerbread man is running. Where is he running? What is he running on?
The wall opened and
Thank
closed
you.
his mouth. He was hungry
The
for
road.
some gingerbread. Circle
You
the
did. You guys are doing a great job.
and snip.
Okay, so everybody,
Opened his
put your
mouth.
pencils down.
He was hungry for some gingerbread.
Okay, we're gonna talk, if you didn't finish, that's okay. We're gonna talk about the next one, okay? Because I'm gonna give you time to finish on your own, okay?
Good job.
So,
Good job.
put your listening ears on.
Does this
Listen, look and listen to Mr. Rand. Look up here at me.
He's opening and closing his
The
mouth?
bear
No.
was tired from running after the gingerbread man.
And snip,
He
snap.
had to sit down and rest.
His mouth.
So,
And he was hungry
the
for
bear
some
was
gingerbread.
tired
Is that
from
showing
running
opening
after
and
the
closing
gingerbread
his
man.
mouth?
He had to
No,
sit down and rest.
Listen, and you didn't pay attention.
I want you to illustrate what you heard. I want you to illustrate. The bear was tired from running after the gingerbread man. So draw what you think you hear. What do you hear? What'd you hear?
Okay.
Was running. Start drawing what you heard. Think about it.
Is I want you now listen. She's teaching.
Now, Mr. Rand is going to draw it too, okay? Get started, London.
Okay, we're gonna color
The bear. Look, here, I'll show
the
you.
ones we circle.
I got a bear. And he's tired. That's a wolf.
Gingerbread.
Done.
Well, is the gingerbread blue? No, but you can make it
Okay.
icing.
Was I talking about more than one person? Who else? I have my bear. Who else was I talking about in this story? Who's another character? I said the bear was tired. My bear's sitting down from running after the gingerbread man.
His body's
He's taking a rest. Okay, but why was he tired, friends? Because he was running from who? The gingerbread man. So, could I draw the gingerbread man? Yeah. Ashley, good. Thank you for speaking so loudly. So I'm going to draw my gingerbread man. He's getting away. He's getting away. He's fast, isn't he? See? Okay, I'm going to give you another minute to draw. So, Aurelie, what are you drawing? So, what's happening in your story?
He's sleeping. So what colors are theirs?
Say it a little louder for me.
Are they blue?
He is.
They're brown or
Ashley, what's happening in your story? What are you drawing? And the bear. Yeah. Why? What's happening?
for your
He's tired. He is. He is. Ooh, London, tell me, what's happening in your story?
oh Olivia, I think you might have the best color.
You guys are some good illustrations. Look, he has a face mask on too, because
You got a black
we wear face masks right now, don't we? Emerson, what do you have? Tell me about your drawing.
I've never seen a blue gingerbread.
Very good. Yep, the bear's trying. He was trying to get that gingerbread man, but he got too tired, right? And Caroline, all right, sit back a little bit.
Nice.
What's happening in your story?
Okay, Montana, don't forget to sit.
Oh, he's sitting in a rocking chair to rest. That's nice. I wish I had a rocking chair to rest in. Okay. Everybody put your pencils down. I'm going to give you a chance to color this. Don't worry. Okay. Pencils down, London. Thank you. So, the next one, you guys are going to do all on your own, okay? You're going to get to go back to your seats, and you're going to do all on your own. But first, I want to talk about how you can use the illustrations to, what's this? Tell. Say tell. London, up here, tell. Good. So, first you look at your illustrations. Then you do what? What's this? What's Mr. Rand doing? Show me, Aurelie. Thank good, Caroline. Good, Ashley.
Yeah,
London,
he's already
what
got
do you
color.
do?
You don't have to color him if you don't want to.
Thanks. And then what? Once we thought about it, what do, Emerson? Talk. We tell our story, okay? So, listen carefully, okay? Eyes on me, Miss Aurelie.
Because we have an excellent.
Ready? Oh, you're going to like this one. I can't wait for you to draw this one. Ready? And snip, snap. The wolf opened his mouth and closed his mouth. He was hungry for some gingerbread. So, what I want you to do, think about it. The words I said was the wolf, wait, don't go yet.